Okay, so I can't tell if this is a family familiar team or just a Bone Storm team. Either case, the Guardian Cobra Hatchling is going to ruin his day. So first up, I'm going to use Blinding Poison, which is going to stop Bone Storm, but he's still going to take the damage. And then I'm just going to like flurry the hell out of his entire team. Oh man, he's just gonna miss 2 times in a row. I'm just gonna keep on going into flurries. Oh, he's dead. Now he applied it. Oh, whoa. I think I'm gonna stay in. Like, you know, once I activate my beast racial, he's gonna hit even harder. Then again, Bone Shard doesn't really care. He's gonna come out and he's gonna get all 3 hits off no matter what. But I'm gonna block 2 of them. Oh, he finally got off a Bone Storm. That's fine, because I have a Blinding Poison. Now, if he was smart, what he would do here is swap out into Graves. That way he could have all of the Bone Storms. Oh, he just sat it out. Actually, that works too. Just sitting still, because he's still going to get off the 2 Bone Storms, no matter what. And, oh, it didn't kill him. Whoa. I thought he was using one of the big ones. Because you see, Bone Shard, for those of you who don't know, it has 3 Bone Storms, but each one does... Ooh, I leveled up. Each of the Bone Storms do extra damage to him. Like this first one only does 10% damage to him. His second one does like 30%, and his third one is 50% damage. Where usually it's only 10%, but he has 2 special ones, which have the exact same name for some reason. I like this one better. Yeah, I had a good matchup right there. That was really good. So, this team right here is a Blinding Poison team with a new blinder that was added with, whatchamacallit, BFA. I think this was added with BFA. Yeah, Voldoon. Called the Guardian Cobra Hatchling. It's a blind user with Flurry. Because one of the things that screws over, you know, blind teams is Decoy. Kind of. Not really too much, because Poison Fang does hurt the MPD. But, you know, having Flurry, it gives him options against Decoys and Undeads. If he goes into Decoy first, I kind of want to go with the Guardian Cobra Hatchling. And I think I'll start off with Slither. You know, let him waste his Decoy. Oh, he is not doing that right away. My idea with that is if I blind him and he uses Decoy, that means he outsmarted me. Which is what he definitely just did. Because, you know, wasting one of the turns on Blinding Poison means I only get 1 extra turn of slows on him. Okay. I used up his Decoy. I don't want him to die yet. He's faster than the rest of this team, so I'm going to go into Umaru-chan, or the Twilight Clutch Sister, who has a very hard-hitting Twilight Meteor, Twilight Fire, and I'm going to get off a Dragon Racial Twilight Meteor, which is just going to ruin his day. And then, if I just stall out for 2 turns, I can phase shift. Yeah, Twilight Fire is going to kill him, so I'm just going to phase shift here to block his attack. I don't think it'll carry over for the bomb turn, will it? It might. I don't know. Whatever the case, I now have my Dragon Racial and Twilight Fire, and now I'm all out of abilities to use. Which means I should swap. Yeah, looks like the dodge goes away before that happens. Okay, that's fine. He has a really hard-hitting Twilight Meteor. I should be able to go into, what's his name? The Death Adder Hatchling. I have to remember to use their real names because people don't like it when I talk about their nicknames. Ooh, he was able to stack up Nether Blast pretty hard. Okay. I don't want Son of Seath to get off any of its damaging moves, especially not Touch of Animus, because that would ruin my day. I have my Beast Racial going, So I might be able to take him out before he's able to heal. I don't think so. It doesn't do that much damage. He'll still be able to get off. He used Drain Blood under poison. Hey, you know, you lost on your own, buddy. You had a chance to come back, and you decided to throw that away by using Drain Blood while you were blinded. Alright, my team is not looking so good. I won anyway, I guess, so that's a thing. I'm just gonna go for another Guardian Cobra Spit. You know, Guardian Cobra, doing pretty well so far. I don't think he really needs Slither, though. Let me take a look at his other ability. Poison Fang? That might be better. Like, I have Slither here. That'll help me outspeed, like, birds or really fast pets. But do I really need that? What about Paralyzing Venom? That's not as good. Blinding Poison's way better. I don't know. Slither seems like it might situationally be useful against flying type pets. You know, but he's already fast enough. He's going to be outspeeding things he needs to outspeed. And having Poison Fang gives me an option against another option against mech pets. It'll just give me some more elemental damage. I don't know, Slither, it just seems better. It's like, because this pet really wants to outspeed my opponent for Blinding Poison to have its full effect. But also, Poison Fang is good. If you can have Poison Fang and another basic attack, that's great. Having a dot and a basic attack on 2 separate rows is really good, because that means you can dot them up and then just attack with your basic attack instead. Because, you know, dots are balanced around just basically using it once, and it does a lot of damage over time. Wicked Soul. Oh, it's the wrong breed, Wicked Soul. I should be able to go into the Guardian Cobra Hatchling first and blind him right away. It's not even play games here. I'm just gonna get, you know, two blocks. Hopefully he goes for a haunt right off the bat. Nah, he's smarter than that. Okay. I want to set up Poison Fang, because if he haunts, he's gonna go in the back row, and then he'll wake up with a Poison Fang on him. Although, I probably should have went for Flurry first, and then Poison Fang on this turn. That way it would last a little bit longer. It looks like it doesn't matter. He's not doing it. He has Curse of Doom instead. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's fine. I should have Blinding Poison for his turn of immunity. Because if he goes into the Warden Owl, I can't outspeed that. You know what? Let's not waste it. Even if I can't outspeed it, I can at least... No, it always hits if the target is blinded. Okay, that's not good. Oh, he's going for this pet instead. I was 100% expecting the Warden Owl. Okay, this works. I can just go for Blinding Poison and just, you know, not get hit. That works as well. I'm going to go for a Flurry because he's hitting pretty hard right now. There goes Acid Rain. Oof. I'm going to apply Poison Fang. Hostile damage over time effects last 1 less round. Like, even at 4 rounds, that's still decent damage. Because that's technically 5 rounds. Because of pet battle terms, it doesn't count the first round. And he has, you know, a poison up on him. So if I go into Venomigia, I can just go straight into a Puncture Wound and kill him. Actually, I don't know if that would have killed him without that crit. Okay, and now he'll probably use Call Darkness and the Nocturnal Strike. So I'm going to poison him, because despite this saying it's a beast type ability, its poison is actually elemental damage, so it's going to hurt him for normal amounts. And then I'm going to swap into the Twilight Clutch Sister. Now, this is why I use the Twilight Clutch Sister, because I know Darkness teams hurt him. And Twilight Clutch Sister is Dragon type, which he don't care about these hard-hitting Actually, this is the wrong pet. This isn't the really good one. I missed. Damn it. Fucking darkness. Why you always gotta do this to me, darkness? I mean, a dragon racial Twilight Fire is good too. But why you gotta do this to me? Luckily, Twilight Meteor is overpowered and he had a type advantage. It's all good. Okay, so that was 3 games, right? Yeah, he went 3 and 3. Okay, let's go into final thoughts on this team. It was good. Guardian Cobra Hatchling performed very well. I didn't really go against too many tough teams, though. It's like, the best way to see if a pet does well or not is to throw them against really good pets. I didn't go against really good pets. I went against decent pets that were the wrong breeds. Now, this is why breeds mean a lot in pet battles. In PvP specifically. And yeah, so let me talk about this team composition. Basically, this is a blind poison team. Blind poison is a really good ability that blocks 2 attacks, essentially. If you go first, it puts a 1-round debuff on them, which means it reduces their hit chance by 100% from 1 round. And the distinction about this ability is it doesn't activate Resilient, so it doesn't count as a CC technically. Even though, if you go first, it stops 2 attacks, which allows you to get 1 free attack, because you are using 1 turn to use this ability. So, that's basically it. In pet battles, where it's a turn-based combat system, if you're able to get 1 free move out of 1 ability, over a time, that increases your action economy. You're able to do more attacks on your opponent than they're able to do on you, which means more damage overall. And that's why Blinding Poison's good. But also, some pets ignore Blinding Poison, like Darkness. Darkness pets, their Nocturnal Strike will always hit under Darkness, which ignores hit chance modifiers. And that's why I have the Twilight Clutch Sister here, to, wreck that shit. You bring him out, not only does it take weak damage to Nocturnal Strike, it's just a tier 0 pet. It's really good. It's super good. It doesn't even really need to be a good complement to these 2 pets, but it is. And then Death Adder Hatchling, he's just like one of the staple tier 1 pets. He used to be tier 0 back in Mist of Pandaria when it came out, and then they nerfed Blinding Poison and Puncture Wound. They both used to only have 3 turn cooldowns. They both now have 4 turn cooldowns, and that's because of how good the Death Adder Hatchling was. And then over time, they added easier ways to get it. They added the Rose Tapian, who's basically a wild-caught version of the Death Adder Hatchling. And if they want a pet to be good, they'll sometimes give it Blinding Poison, like the Guardian Cobra Hatchling. And I love how Flurry allows me to deal with decoy teams, which was another, big point of contention for blind teams. Usually you just use a blind user with 2 other pets that have nothing to do with it. Blind teams don't really need to have multiple pets with blind. Like, Death Adder Hatchling's so good, you can just use them with other pets. Like, it doesn't really need to focus on a team synergy or anything. This is just more of like a theme team. And it worked well. Like, even against mech pets who hit hard against these guys. With Poison Fang, that hits hard against them as well. And yeah, Guardian Cobra Hatchling performed very well. And I think he might be tier 1, just because his breed is perfect for Blinding Poison. Flurry is a really good ability, because it breaks decoys. And it also has Poison Fang and Slither. These are both good abilities on its other slot that I honestly don't know which one to choose, which is a good thing.